So I've had a few people ask me about this tractor. They've seen it in the background of some of my other videos. Picked it up about a week and a half ago from Scherer Kubota here locally in Victoria, Texas. It is the new M4-071 Deluxe model. Didn't see a lot of videos on Facebook when I purchased it. Not Facebook, YouTube. So, just going around it. Tractor does come with 2 rear remotes. I did the conversion category 1. That's what I had before. I used to always buy the Kubota Grand L series because I liked some of the technology that came with those. The M actually, I had an M tractor before. I like it for the big frame. So this one's kind of in between. It has the technology and it's the M series and has some of the bunch of the features that the L series carries also. Did get the windows tinted. I usually do the 15% ceramic. It's a little bit dark at night, but I don't do a ton of work at night, so it doesn't bother me too bad. That's where the button's installed for the third function valve when they install it. It does not come with that. Has a nice seat. Top of the back of the seat comes up. This tractor does have, well, looks like a sunroof, but it's actually, if you're stacking hay bales or you're putting anything up high, you can open that. You can actually see what's up there instead of having to lean over the steering wheel. Little under the hood view. This one does have a particulate filter, but does not have the DEF system. The horsepower is right under what's required to have a DEF diesel exhaust fluid system. Engine is turbocharged. It's got a little bitty turbo right there. Got your screens for your radiator, screens for your condenser. Tractor does have a LA 1154 loader. I think the multiplier on the model numbers are like 2.2. Kind of tells you what they lift. So what would be 2,500, something like that. And then it also has 2 pins on it. It's got a pin setting for the height, and you can actually grab that bottom pin. I think you can get a couple hundred more pounds capacity. We'll move to the inside. It does have the optional buddy seat. This is the high back, which is nice. You can actually lift that up, extend that back up. You can recline in it. It's a little nicer. As far as your controls, these are your 2 rear remotes, your PTO, level, it's a float, throttle, and these 2 switches here. This is your 4-wheel drive. And these are 2 preset RPMs, which is nice because this tractor has what they call the economy PTO. And I think one of them's like 2,200 RPM for 540. And the other one, when you don't need all that horsepower, you can actually run 1,800 RPM at 540. A little bit more efficient. The tractor's not wound up as much. So I've got both of those set. Basically, I think one's at 1,820. And then the other one's at like 2,250 or whatever the 540 is for the other one. And the option for that, you look, take this iPhone charger out of the way, is right there. And that's how you shift from your economy PTO to your standard PTO when you're running your implements. It does have the full tilt steering, which is nice. It moves completely out of the way. Start the tractor up. features you'll see, which I don't have a lot of hours on this tractor. It's got 13 hours on it. You can scroll through these features, tell you how many gallons of fuel you burn, your particulate filter percentage, and then that shows what your A and B presets are for your PTO RPM. So it's 2180 at 540 and 1850 at basically where I've got them set at. And you can adjust those however you want. Then it just goes back to hours. As far as how that works is, so I've got it in the economy PTO setting now. And if I kick the PTO on, you'll see it's at 287. I have to speed it up by hand just a little bit before it'll let me push the button. So let's say we're about right there. We come over here. We push that A, and that's going to take us to that RPM. Now the cool part is this tractor has what they call like an electric governor. So if I want it to maintain 540, what I can do is I can push this PTO button right here, the RPM button, and it will automatic throttle to try to maintain 540 the best it can. And so if you're seeing that, that's 1850 at 540. Kick the PTO out. Throttle it back down, turns that off. Okay, got that shifted in. So now we are in the standard PTO mode. Kick the PTO on. And you can see we're at, speed it up a little bit. Come over here, push the B button. And that puts us at 2180 at roughly 540 for PTO. Drop that governor back off. See it drop just a little bit. Throttle it back down. Kick the PTO back out. This tractor just has a high and low range, and it has a 6-speed. One of the things that's nice about it is basically it's clutchless, just like all the other shuttle shift tractors. So you can just basically put it in first gear, low range. Just kind of show y'all. Just kick it forward, and kick it to reverse, and move backwards and forwards. And one of the features I really liked about this M4 is it has this button on the side of the shifter right here. That's nice because I can actually, this button works as a clutch. And so when I want to shift from first to second to third, all I have to do is push that button and release that button in shifts without even having to use the shuttle or the clutch. See, I'm in gear right now. As soon as I let down that button, the tractor will move. So, nice feature they built in. This tractor has all LED lighting for the overhead work lights and stuff. That's the rears, the fronts, and it does come standard with those on the tractor. You have to buy those as optional kits. Air conditioning, lights on. It does have this little red light up here, which is actually kind of nice at nighttime. It illuminates on all your shifters so that you can see all your controls at night. It's an option to turn off. You can turn it off if you don't like it, but you can have it on. It's a nice feature. Shift it back to neutral. And then this tractor does have a transmission mechanical parking brake. And it's got the charger there. 12 volt. And this is what the overhead lit roof looks like. You can slide that forward with the visor on it. So that's about it. Is there anything else you want to see on it? Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, I'll read the comments below. I'll try to get those answered for you as soon as I can. If I don't have an answer, we'll try to find an answer. Thanks for watching. This is the Land Pride FDR3690. It's a 90-inch cut. I had the 1672 before, which I really liked. It had the mulch blades on it. It did a really good job. I was kind of concerned this larger mower was not going to cut as well as the other one did, because I mean I basically cut my front yard and backyard with the other mower, and it looked really nice. But I've been really impressed with this one. I think it cuts almost as good as the 1672 did. This one is a little more heavy duty. The 1672 just has straight blades. This one's a little bit more like a shredder setup. It's got a small like stump jumper in the center, which is kind of nice. Makes it a little bit more heavy duty, I guess. But it pulls really well. It cuts really well. And you can see it has the channels in the deck, which help with the pulling the grass up and mulching it a little bit for the rear discharge. So it doesn't leave a lot of bailed up stuff behind it. It actually clips it up pretty good. But I run it in that economy PTO setting, and I can mow above knee deep grass really at about 6-7 miles an hour without a problem. So, and that's probably pulling, I'm guessing, maybe 50-60 horse out of the tractor. So that's the mower.